Hi there. So this is our app, what we've been working on over the last few weeks. So it's basically a SpaceX API using app, which is basically it finds the detail of all the launches based upon the flight numbers. This is the design of the UI basically in the XML file. You can see we have the next launch, random launch, latest launch, all those numbers. Here's the code for it. So the latest launch will give you the detail of the launch, which was the last launch basically, and the next will be the one which is going to happen next in the future, and the random is just any random number that will be generated for the user when he clicks on the random button. Find mission is just an API call button that we have here as a which calls upon the specific API. This is the task class where we call on all the functions to give us specific details from the specific API. We use JSON parser, which basically parses the JSON into different strings. These two functions here are booleans, which we use for the image views as shown in main activity. It's basically if the rocket is Falcon Heavy or Falcon 9, it will change the image view to visible or invisible based upon which rocket it is. It's further shown in the XML file here, where the rocket can be seen. On the right side it will be Falcon Heavy, left side will be Falcon 9. Based upon whichever the API call returns, it's going to show that image. Now going to the actual app here. So flight number is where the user enters the flight number. Latest, flight number 77, which was launched on 11th April 2019, Falcon Heavy. You have all the details here and the image of the rocket as you clicked on latest. Now in next, which is going to be the next future flight, flight number 78, you have the launch date as 3rd May 2019, and the rocket which is going to be used is going to be Falcon 9, so you have that information. A random number is basically any random flight number that can be generated within the range of the flight numbers that we get from the API, which is basically 1 to 85 or 86, around that. So as you can see, 47, 13, 29, 23, 52, 17, all these random flight numbers you can get details of based upon just any number that can be generated, or which is a valid parameter in this case. The mission name also serves the purpose of the payload. Now, flight number is where the user might provide an input of their own. So for example, I enter 45, I get flight number 45, CRS125, launched on 14th August 2017 with Falcon 9. Flight 80, a flight of the future, which is going to be Falcon Heavy, will launch on 22nd June. 100 is an invalid input. Like I mentioned, the range varies from 1 to 85, so you'll get no output for that, and it will give you an error saying that the input is invalid. Now the thing with find is that the user can only enter integers over here, or rather positive integers over here, and if you enter anything which is an invalid input, such as 204, which is not within the range of 1 to 85, you will get an error, or any number. You can only enter integers. You cannot enter characters of any sorts or alphabets of any sort, and the keypad will only provide you digits as an input interface. So now here it's Falcon 1, which is neither of the rockets, so it doesn't show you any image. Same for flight number 1, 2, 3, or the earliest SpaceX flights when Falcon 9 was in development stage. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching the video.